who brought the report and had to go check for themselves before the fire trucks got there. But anyway, this is just informed sources sharing that information with me. I'm sure that the fire officials will speak to that. But in terms of the response, there are many questions about that. I'm sure that the fire officials will speak to that and clear the air. There's also reports as well of, and the authorities are concerned about this voodoo altar found in the vicinity. What was really going on there? A voodoo altar with a big cross. Actually, I saw the picture myself. What was the significance of what was that? What was that? What was that for? I don't know. At the back of a Wonder bar there in that area, what was going on in this voodoo altar being described as a voodoo altar, a big cross? Something is not right this morning, but anyway, we'll dig a little further and find out what was actually happening there. But on the line with me is one person who understands fires very well, and he had he has battled many a fire, and was asking some significant questions following the big loss yesterday. Good morning to you, sir. How you doing?
Good morning, Matt. I'm fine, and you?
Good. I know you said that you saw this. You of course assessed the situation. What's your take on what you saw yesterday?
Well, Matt, from upon passing there, I was quite disappointed. The same situation, the Jolly's pharmacy, area. I think the people in the capital city who live in Roso and business persons should be very concerned, because
why you think they should
no
be so?
the style of firefighting, it's not really firefighting. There's no fire control. The whole problem is fire control. You have to bring the fire under control in time. So when you do that, you will prevent that level of spread. You cannot stay from a distance and send water. It's the same situation. I think they haven't learned from the fire at the Jolly Pharmacy area. There's a lot of cause for concern.
Well, let me ask
too much burn, too much damage.
Let me ask you a question. How quickly do you think the fire officers should respond after they get that call?
Well, Matt, from what I know, anytime there's a fire, you get that information. There's the siren. You put down the siren.
Mm-hmm.
So when you put down the siren, now once you hear the siren, everybody knows it's fire. So then each and every person has to go to the appliance. The ambulance person will go on the ambulance, and they respond as quickly as possible.
Mm-hmm.
This is how it goes. No loitering, nothing like that. No spinning around again. Siren go down, you go straight to your appliance, and then you respond.
Mm-hmm.
So you should do that within a 5-minute period at least to get out of the station.
Because some people are basically criticizing, as it relates to the response of the fire officers. And so we're wondering whether the fire officers themselves reacted in quick time.
Well, Matt, you see, I do not know the circumstances surrounding. I do not know. Sometimes, a lot of times people say that the fire service do not respond quick enough, but I do not know. I have proof by myself the time, they got the call. You see, you have to check on the time they received the call. They have information, they got that call at that time. And then from there, you can say, what time they arrive on the scene.
Mm-hmm.
That is how you judge the response time. The time they get the call to the arrival on the scene, they lay down the foundation.
Mm-hmm.
So I would have to know about that, the time they got the call to when they reach on the scene to make that assessment.
But you spoke earlier about the style of fighting fires is not the best approach from what you've gathered.
Well, no, man. No. As like I said, you cannot stay on the outside. You have to enter, man. You must enter. You see, it's about When you go firefighting, you're not defensive. When you come and lay down your foundation, you lay down what you call your line of attack, right? You have to try as much as possible to find what you call the seat of fire. And you can only find the seat of fire by entering the properties as much as possible, right? If you find yourself, you cannot do so, your life is in danger, then you go a bit defensive. But you always come on your offensive as much as possible. So once you reach really on your foundation, you concentrate on getting that fire under control as soon as possible. So when you do that, you never have that level of spread.
Because 8 houses were destroyed there in little time.
Well, yeah, man, Matt, I looked at it. There's a problem in the firefighting, man. This is not what we really fight fires, man. That's not the style of firefighting. You can't spend your and send water. That's not the style.
Mm.
No. Like I said earlier on your previous program, there's a need for a lot of training and drills and so on. And certain little, like within the department itself, certain little things that go on, they have to bring back, for instance, what I come to observe, the men need to do a little more training with the usage to use the breathing apparatus set. The tank on your back with the face piece.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think that's a major problem for them. They are not comfortable using it. Right? So that when they get comfortable using it through training, they'll be able to enter buildings and so on. So but there's a lack. They cannot really train as they're supposed to, because I can remember, like in my time, when I become a bit proficient, there was what you call a compressor, air compressor at headquarters. So when you come to work as breathing from Monday to Friday, there are certain days when you come and test your breathing apparatus set, so you get a feel of what the air like using it, down in your belly and so on. And we do a lot of training with this breathing apparatus set. But right now it's a different, you don't have that compressor there again. So the men and them cannot get that level of training they require as to where they have that compressor there. So I think that's a major problem.
So why is there not training? What's going on?
I don't know, man. Well, things just, I guess things is retrogression, man. Retrogression. To me, the fire service, there's serious retrogression in the fire service. The standard is not really there. It's not there, man. And that is a fact, It's not there. Standard operating procedures that are supposed to be adhered to me, it has been broken down, Yeah, the real standard of the work is not there.
So why guys like yourself don't get the opportunity to come back and train, these officers that you say that may be untrained?
When I was there, and it's a whole story by itself, Matt. I don't think, it's up to the authorities.
But
everybody don't have the ability. They don't have the ability. It's up to them. But that is beyond me right now.
But this is the second fire you say that you're very disappointed about, the firefighting style. So something you're very concerned. So I mean that's genuine. So you should approach the authorities, at least to give the fire officers some training.
Well, Matt, it's not me alone. I mean, the whole of Dominica, everybody can see for themselves. Everybody have eyes to see. Everybody seeing, Matt.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, you're seeing a difference right now where you can see the city, it seems like it's burning down. You can see it. When we fight fires in my time, we could never see those. People might say, ask me, like, where do I fight those kind of big fires? I couldn't fight those big fires because in my time, there never be that level of spread. You understand?
Mm-hmm.
So you can see the difference now, I mean, with that style of firefighting, man. The city will burn, man. It's plain to see. From my information, sometimes the fire service reach on the scene and you need one property on fire at the time. You need one property when you arrive there. You cannot come later down and let the fire reach to that level of spread now. Like I say, once you reach on the scene, you lay down your foundation, that is when the firefighting starts now. So there's a problem, man. I mean, everybody's seeing it for yourself. Everybody's seeing it for yourself. The city is burning down, man. It's plain to see.
Wow.
It's plain to see. There are a lot of problems. It's plain to see. Just let's try to deny that, It's plain for the eyes to see. Everybody's seeing it for yourself.
So
there's a problem.
The firefighting style has to be improved. That's your concern, yes?
Well, it has to come. It has to come back to the standard. I mean, everything has a standard. Standard is standard.
But
You have to meet that standard.
But it appears that the authorities seem, to be complimentary of their fire officers, because the last fire, every officer that fought that fire was given an extra $1,000.
Well, man, I heard so, and I mean, to me, that's unbelievable. I couldn't believe that. I mean, no way you can go and compensate persons for non-performance. It's performance, and if you do not perform, that means that is non-performance. You cannot compensate people for mediocrity substandard, man. You have to meet the standard, that level, that requirement. You have to meet it, right? So what are you going to do now? You're going to double your pay now. You give them 1,000. You're going to give them 2,000 now. For what? For effort again? Or for bowing the fire or something? What are you going to do? You cannot do that. That is a no-no, man. I just couldn't believe that happened. You see? So see how quick the fire come, like it's a slap in the face. Like to me that is just rubbish. That should not have happened.
Again.
Right? You cannot compensate people for non-performance, man. No.
All right, well, thank you again. We will talk to you sometime, and again, make yourself available to the fire officials. And as you said, the firefighting style is not the style that is fire officials. Again, somebody else might comment differently, but 9:39 or 9:35 is the morning time. Are you there, caller? Yes.
Good morning, Martin. How are you doing?
How are you doing? Yeah.
Matt, I listened to part of the conversation you had, and I want to commend the former fire officer you had talking to. He's making you understand everybody's seen how it is, Matt, and there is no way you can run about it. Matt, as I always say, people are all human beings, everybody trying their best. But at the same time, you have to take a review as past administration before. Because at the end of the day, we're all human beings. Government in the past wasn't perfect, but you could see everybody had their responsibility to every department. And everybody could take control of the department and manage their department effectively. At the end of the day, they know who they report to. But you could see when somebody appoints you to a position, you take responsibility and you dialogue with everybody. But what is happening there now, Matt? The very same responsibility managers have, they cannot execute it, Matt, because of the system of government. And that's why I always tell you, Matt, when you say I call your program, Matt, I'm not there to beat around the bush and pretend any crocodile tears. As I tell you, we have to say it as it is, and we all can see it. Right now, one man have how many protection in Dominica? The whole focus in Dominica is one man. One man have how much Prado? One man have how much SUV? How many police? When scared come somewhere, we see police running left, right, and center. That is all we have in Dominica, Matt. Institutions don't function anymore. It's not their fault. I don't blame them, but it's the system. And that is what we fail to realize. And if this continues, Matt, when you put somebody in a position, you put somebody in a position who is experienced, who is manageable. Yes, the person can be qualified, true, but experience counts. Because that experience is going to pass on for others. What you have is just a name fire department. And that's all. There's no execution properly done. So the system in Dominica, you don't blame the people, but it's the system of the government. It's one man. One man have how many soldiers behind him wherever he goes. That's all the attention is in Dominica, one man. So don't blame those people, Matt. Thank you.
Our next stop is a D&D this morning. It's 8:37. Are you there, caller? Yes.
Yes, I'm there.
Yes,
Hey,
sir.
Matt, morning.
Good morning to you, sir.
Yeah, Matt, I listened to
A former fighter, yeah, former fighter.
Yeah.
Yes.
From the voice I'm hearing, I think I know the individual. He has experience, and I mean, he given it to you from his perspective there what things used to be like, and even where he explained that it was unbelievable when he heard that firemen got $1,000 for mediocrity, for not doing the work properly. You get paid. Now it tells you the kind of system we're running. Remember, most of these institutions now is your pilot that's telling you is not about training, competence, and even like he's calling and say, a lot of discipline positions and don't know their role, their functions, their responsibilities. So when you're there with lack of training, you come on board because of partisan politics, you're going to get that kind of result. Now, in that situation, in that fire, the first one, I saw it, but in that one, even worse. So where you have a thing saying, we have to learn lessons, or any teaching we learn lessons from it. Now, was any lessons learned from the Jolly fire to that fire? In my opinion, no. Because I understood the first equipment was this little jeep and maybe about 3 or 4 fire officers and maybe just one building that was on fire. Now, the fire progressed. But you don't see where the trucks that was spoken about that was new, it didn't hit the Jolly fire. I guess it was there. I saw no firefighting capability from the top. Everything, people still on the ground, and then you have buildings. The fire is all up in the roofs, but you're still fighting the fire from down there. So you have no ladders, you have nothing heating the fire from on top. Most places I know in the world, when you're hitting fires, there is a ground crew and there's a crew on a ladder heating the fire from on top. Maybe you can say they have high-rise buildings, that's why they have this equipment, but we didn't have truck. We had a truck that was on standby by Macmillan, they say, for the Jolly fire. That never really got engaged. Because look at the amount of damage that was caused. In that situation, you came on the scene where you come with a little Land Rover Jeep or whatever it is first on the scene. Then when the rest of the equipment come, there is nobody fighting, according to the guy. You're not laying the foundation by now to know, okay, the buildings on Kennedy Avenue, look, they are the taller buildings, and look, the roof is on fire, the roof is going to catch fire. On the old credit union sign on Great Marlborough Street, okay, we need a ground crew there, but you need a crew from the air now, from a ladder heating from the top, or a hose extended from a boom heating the fire from on top. Nothing like that. And then you're talking about awarding and giving people praise from mediocrity. That is because what is a whole political system that runs in all these institutions. We know that. And the ex-fire officer was saying that it's all about these people that in control. Are they going to engage him to do training? No. Because what they must have frustrated him. The reality is they must have frustrated him. Because when you hear an income black man and fellas come in and talk and give praise to this and give praise to that, these guys are the ones that are the biggest problems there because they manipulating the whole system. So when you manipulate the system to what it is, you cannot get productivity. You cannot get efficiency. You have people that they are like headless chickens, and I saw that in the Jolly fire. Ambulance come in and offload fire officers. And like he said, only one fire officer had that mask, the oxygen mask, and the tank on his back. Head to the fire area. The other three head away from the fire. On Old Street, from Old Street point of view where I was standing. And I'm telling you, these are the things that we see, and it's not that if it continues, it's going to continue because what? You will have a political system that runs the country on a demonic level, and you have people, that's what they're giving praise to. Mediocrity at that high level, and you're giving compensation for that. My brother, we in a lost place, and people refuse to understand and make changes about it. It's going to continue. That level of mediocrity, that level of partisan politics that goes on in every institution, and you have people that not understanding what their role, their function, their responsibilities because they are untrained. They came there through the back door or the side door. A lot of them, they come through the back door. That's what they like now. Back door business. Dirty, nasty, stinking business.
All right, Mervyn, thank you very much. We've got to go, though. This senior fire officer, former, says he's concerned the city will be burnt to the ground if this continues. The firefighting styles must change. We have 1 minute before our next phone call. This is Q95. This is the hot seat. Talk to me quickly. Yes.
Good morning to you, Matt, and to Dr.
Yes, sir.
Station the house. Matt, I'm listening to what is going on. People have been asking me questions, concerning I got the opportunity to speak with one of the fire chiefs, and I asked him a question concerning the situation in Dominica. And first he asked me, due to the tall buildings that we have in Dominica,
look at the financial state building. Look at some of the other buildings we have, 4, 5, 6 tiers. So you first thing ask me if we have an aerial ladder truck. That truck has an extensive ladder, an extending ladder. On that ladder has a hose. The firemen don't have to come with no hose. They just mount that hose from below and it pours water from on top down. I said, no. He said, that would be something good to invest in. And Matt, I'm wondering. Next question that asked Matt, I want to ask him, Matt, the fire department officers, do they shift them around? Do you know they shift them around?
I'm not too sure what you mean by that. You mean shift them how?
Like the police. Like how they do the police, they shift the police around.
I think they send them to different areas as it relates to. Some people are sent to Kingsville Airport. Some people are sent to Grand Bay. Some people, yes, they're shifted around. Good. Yes.
Now I'm concerned, Matt. I'm concerned with the training for the airport. What type of training put into place? Matt Station, the court building for Station is 2 stairs building. And Matt, you know who come and train the people in Station? And say, Matt, people from Holland come to train those guys extensively.
I'll tell you what, we've got to take a stop though. We have our friends here from D&D, so you can call back. You can call back after 9 o'clock, but it's time for D&D. Stick around. Stick around.
This lady asked me, sorry sir, where's D&D Plumbing and Electricals now everybody talking about? I said, ma'am, D&D is located on 2nd Federation Drive, Goodwill, above Nagico. It's that green and orange building. D&D, we also do services and sales, general plumbing such as PVC pipes and fittings, kitchen faucets, bathroom faucets, shower valve, and all the other functional parts needed for your loo or toilet. At D&D Plumbing, we have in stock inline ball valves, check valves, and all the other parts that are necessary for a job well done. And now for the big one, baby, don't forget your drain busters to unplug your waste pipes. People don't have to know your business. D&D also got your pressure reducing valve to reduce water intake, that's reducing your plumbing expenses. The reason why customers just keep coming to D&D is because of the great customer service, exceptional product knowledge, and hard to find plumbing items and tidbits. D&D on Lower Federation Drive, the full comprehensive plumbing services, repairs, maintenance, and installation. Just watch out for the green and orange. This lady asked me, sorry sir, where's D&D Plumbing and Electricals now everybody talking about? I said, ma'am, D&D is located on 2nd Federation Drive, Goodwill, above Nagico. It's that green and orange building. D&D, we also do services and sales, general plumbing such as PVC pipes and fittings, kitchen faucets, bathroom faucets, shower valve, and all the other functional parts needed for your loo or toilet. At D&D Plumbing, we have in stock inline ball valves, check valves, and all the other parts that are necessary for a job well done. And now for the big one, baby, don't forget your drain busters to unplug your waste pipes. People don't have to know your business. D&D also got your pressure reducing valve to reduce water intake, that's reducing your plumbing expenses. The reason why customers just keep coming to D&D is because of the great customer service, exceptional product knowledge, and hard to find plumbing items and tidbits. D&D on Lower Federation Drive, the full comprehensive plumbing services, repairs, maintenance, and installation. Just watch out for the green and orange building.
And that's a good morning to Mr. Rabbits from D&D this morning. Good morning to you, sir. How are you?
Yes, Matt, good morning. I'm doing fine. I hope you yourself is doing okay. Matt, we are doing fine at D&D. As you know, we are here again to the first day, and we are looking forward to serve our customers as we usually do, as we always excited to do every day. And Matt, today we just want to thank your listening public. I want to tell everybody who's listening to us, thank you so much for listening to us. D&D Plumbing and Electrical Inc. And we are located on number 2 Federation Drive, Goodwill, as you're going up to the hospital. Matt, we are right on the right-hand side. I do think, Matt, if you're ever going up that way, you will miss seeing D&D with our big sign and all the artwork on the outside, on the doors, on the wall. You cannot miss D&D. Matt, it is just another exciting day, for us to really share with our customers what is happening at D&D. But first of all, we just want to remind those, maybe they're the first-time listeners, or you're just joining Matt program for the first time and you have never heard about D&D. We want to let you know that we do sales and services. And I just mentioned our location, but we also, our numbers are 449-0542. Or you can reach us on our cell numbers at 285-9643 or 616-7505. You can also email us at ddplumbinge@gmail.com, or you can like us or visit our Facebook page at D&D Plumbing and Electrical Inc. Matt, it's just another moment where we just want to tell our customers what we have available, where they can get all the pipes and fittings, all their valves, their angle valves, whether it is half by 3/8 or half by quarter. We have all our angle valves. We have all the taps for the basins, whether it is hot or cold faucet for your basin, or if you want your shower mixer, hot and cold or single. We also have our gooseneck tap. You know, that gooseneck tap is leaking or the neck is not functioning properly. You know, we do have in stock. We have all the brass valves, like your non-return valve, your check valves, your gate valve, your inline ball valves. We have all these available at D&D. Your plumbing fittings, as mentioned earlier, and your toilet fittings. You know, the valves, the flapper, if you have, you know, just one part is bad and you're wondering if I have to change everything in the toilet, do we have the different parts that you don't have to change all the parts? You can just change what is needed. You know, we have all this available at D&B. The handle, you know, some persons when they flush, sometimes it just broke in their hand because maybe they flush so hard and not unexpectedly. So we have all these separate, your handle, your field valve, your flapper, we have the flush valve, we have the bolts for the tank, we have the gasket for the tank. So we have all these parts done at D&D, and we want the public to know, and we want the public to come and visit us, you know, at D&D as we mention of these parts or product that is available. Matt, this morning, I also want to remind our customers coming, you know, right now, Matt, we're in the Mother's Day season. You know, that's the day, you know, you should recognize your mom every day, you know, but that's just a day you know, society set apart so that we can truly recognize mom in a very special way. So at D&D, we have a shop win gift mom. So that means, Matt, you could come and shop something as a man, and you could win something for your special lady, you know, or your mom, or, you know, something you could win, you know, as you come to D&D and purchase at D&D. So we are going to have our first free customers to spend $100 and above to win a bottle of wine. And also if we have a first customer, new customer, never been to D&D, but just the first time, they also can win a bottle of wine. Also, Matt, we have on our second prize, we have customer who spends the most at the end of the day, which is the day in question we are talking about. There is Friday, which is tomorrow. Today is Thursday the 7th. So tomorrow, Friday the 8th, we're going to have our big sale, 15% store-wide, and we have those prices that individual customers, you know, can win if they spend up to $500. The second one we were on. If they spend up to $500 for that day and over, they can win an additional 5% off. So we want to tell our customers, the second one, sorry, I did not finish. The second one was, let me just repeat it, customer who spend the most at the end of the day get a pedi or manicure. So we want to tell our customers to come down tomorrow to shop at D&D where they can win something. I mean, you could be a male and you come and shop. Maybe you always come at D&D, but that day you're going to come and you're going to win something for your wife or your mommy or whoever you choose to give it to. You can win something. So we want to encourage you to come down to D&D where you can experience a 15% store-wide, and we also have these gifts, individual gifts, 1 to 3 gifts that, you know, persons can win wine, they can win pedicure, manicure, and they can also win, if they spend $500, they can also get an additional, you know, 5% off. So we want to tell our customers to come down tomorrow where they can win something special for that special person. Matt, this morning we want to remind customers also, or those that are listening to us and or the prospective ones that always listening and haven't, you know, come at D&D. We want to tell them to come at D&D and, you know, experience such a warm, you know, shopping experience at D&D as my staff express themselves in, helping you get what you want, or whatever you need at the shop, whatever product you're looking for, the great product knowledge that we have here, you can come and experience that, and the great customer service. So we want to tell the persons listening to us, whether you're overseas and you're here on island, we want to tell you thanks for listening to us, but also thank you so much for patronizing with us. And we are hoping to see you tomorrow, the 8th, which is our Mother's Day special. We're going to have just that moment for mothers. So, but even if, as I said, you're male and you come in, you're going to experience as well, because you're going to win and you're going to pass it on to that special person in your life. It could be your mom, it could be your girlfriend, it could be your wife, it could be your to-be. You are going to just share something special as you win at D&D coming tomorrow, Friday, May the 8th. So, Matt, we want to tell persons that are listening to us that they are listening to D&D Plumbing and Electrical Inc. And we do sales and services. We come to your home and we can fix your pipe. We can that leaky faucet, or you have a problem at the house. That water is seeping in the concrete and compromising your concrete structure, the steel, the concrete, etc. It's going to cause crack. A lot of things going to happen if you don't fix it in time. So we want to tell you can call D&D. We come out. Your toilet is running. It's not functioning properly. We do all of this. So we're not just selling the parts. We do the job as well. So we want to tell you to come down to D&D as you do business with us. We want to tell you we appreciate you and we value you. That's why so often we give back to you in whatever way or mean, just to show a little appreciation to you as our dear loyal customers, and even those that are going to be, our prospective customers. We want to tell you, as you're thinking of coming and engage us, as you're thinking of coming to join the team, we want to tell you thank you. Matt, this morning we truly just want to say thanks to you and your team at the Q95, and we just want to repeat our numbers to the listening audience. Our numbers are 4490542. You could also reach us on our cell numbers at 285-9643 or 616-7505. You can also email us at ddplumbinge@gmail.com, or you could like us on our Facebook page at D&D Plumbing and Electrical Inc. So, Matt, we just want to tell everyone listening to us, we want to tell them, have a great day, have an awesome day. And to those mothers out there in the land and those listening to us, we want to tell you a special Mother's Day greeting. Send a special Mother's Day greeting to you as we celebrate you at this time, at this moment. We want to just celebrate our mothers all over this land and all overseas, those that are listening to us. We want to tell you a happy Mother's Day in advance. Matt, thank you so much, and you have a blessed day. Hello?
Yes, I'm still here. Yes, I hear you.
Yes. Have a blessed day.
Have a blessed day too. Have a blessed day. Thank you.
Yes, take care.
Thank you very much.
Okay.
And tell your wife and all the mothers at D&D happy Mother's Day, okay?
I will do that. And tell your mother I say hi.
All right, take care now. Take care.
Yes, you too. Bye-bye.
All right, let's do this and come back.
This lady asked me, sorry sir, where's D&D Plumbing and Electricals now everybody talking about? I said, ma'am, D&D is located on 2nd Federation Drive, Goodwill, above Nagico. It's that green and orange building. D&D, we also do services and sales, general plumbing such as PVC pipes and fittings, kitchen faucets, bathroom faucets, shower valve, and all the other functional parts needed for your loo or toilet. At D&D Plumbing, we have in stock inline ball valve, check valve, and all the other parts that are necessary for a job well done. And now for the big one, baby, don't forget your drain busters to unplug your waste pipes. People don't have to know your business. D&D also got your pressure reducing valve to reduce water intake, that's reducing your plumbing expenses. The reason why customers just keep coming to D&D is because of the great customer service, exceptional product knowledge, and hard to find plumbing items and tidbits. D&D on Lower Federation Drive, the full comprehensive plumbing services, repairs, maintenance, and installation. Just watch out for the green and orange building.
Dominic, we're back. And yesterday, the Prime Minister was speaking to fires, right? did say his government will continue to investigate the causes of the big fires we have had in recent times. Mr. Scarrett.
The second major fire to affect our capital city, Roso, within a very short period of time. This latest fire, which happened overnight, caused severe and extensive destruction, affecting 10 buildings, 8 of which were severely damaged, leaving families displaced and business owners facing the loss of their livelihoods. 2 additional structures sustained minor damage. Our fire and emergency services responded swiftly and professionally, and I commend every officer and volunteer who placed themselves in harm's way to contain the blaze and protect lives and property. To the families and businesses affected, the government of Dominica stands firmly with you. We understand the trauma and uncertainty that come with such devastating loss. The relevant social support agencies are being mobilized to provide immediate assistance, and we will ensure that those impacted receive the support they need during this difficult time. It would be remiss of me, however, if I did not speak candidly about the deeply troubling pattern we are now witnessing. This is the second significant fire in the city within a very short span of time. That is not something any responsible government can ignore or dismiss. It is a matter that demands urgent and serious attention and investigation. So while investigations are already underway, the government of Dominica will mandate a full and comprehensive investigation into these incidents, including the causes, circumstances, and any factor that may have contributed to them. We owe that to the affected families, the business community, and every citizen who calls Roso home. Collectively, however, we must strengthen fire safety measures, improve enforcement, and ensure that every possible step is taken to better protect lives and property in our capital city. I also commend the fire and ambulance services who promptly undertook a public education campaign to raise awareness of fire prevention, safety practices, and awareness among residents and business owners. The government of Dominica remains committed to the safety, security, and well-being of every citizen and resident of this country. And I assure all of you that we will treat this matter with the urgency and seriousness it deserves. Our thoughts, prayers, and best wishes are with our people in the east and northeast of our country who have shown remarkable strength in the face of the trough system.
We also heard from the wife of the Prime Minister, the Palarep of Roso, Mrs. Melissa Skerritt, on the big fire yesterday.
This morning, as you know, a devastating fire. There was a devastating fire in Roso, and this left several families and business owners with nothing and deeply traumatized. I was on site this morning. The area affected was is on Upper Lane, and it spanned a whole block. So between Kennedy Avenue and Great Marlborough Street, about 8 buildings were affected. I would like to take this opportunity to sympathize with all those who have been impacted This area is both, as with most of Roso, it's both residential and commercial. And as a result, their livelihoods have been severely disrupted. Some lost their living space and their only source of income. And while we are truly grateful that no lives were lost, but many individuals, like I stated, have lost everything and only escaping with what they had on them at the time. Among those affected were one infant and majority, everybody else were adults. We have since reached out to them. They have been housed in different areas in Roso and Pottersville, so they are safe. My team has been on the ground since then, reaching out to them, providing some initial support like food and clothing. And I want to say to every person who have been impacted that I want you to know that we stand with you and we will work alongside you to help rebuild your lives. The fire today is believed to have started at the rear of a building and it spread rapidly throughout all the surrounding buildings, affecting about approximately 8 of them, including well-known establishments like Bobby's Bar, James Cuisine, and Family Chinese Restaurant, where the owners also reside. Several other businesses and offices were also impacted. On site, I also met Mr. Joshua Francis, his law chambers was severely affected. He occupied 2 floors of one building, and needless to say, I visited there myself, and there's not much left to salvage, although they're trying to. But it was very difficult for him and the rest of his team. Out of the buildings, only one was insured, but many of their personal belongings not insured, and everything is gone, making recovery a lot more difficult for them. This incident marks approximately the 5th fire in Roseau in recent time, and the second major one. As we know, the first one happened around Jolly's Pharmacy, and this has been extremely concerning to me. I know that investigations are currently underway. And at this stage, we cannot rule out any cause, including, electrical faults, but also such factors as arson as well. We must also acknowledge that in Roseau Central, following Hurricane Maria, some properties may have gone makeshift electrical repairs. Many people did their own electrical repairs. And so we have noticed that there are a lot of vulnerabilities in the wiring, and especially given that some of the oldest structures in Dominica are located right here in Roseau. So this is something that we are going to look into as well. This morning, I was joined on site by the mayor, Her Worship, Lucy Bell, and, we were just discussing the urgent need to work alongside DOMLEC and Electrical Division to assess the wiring, specifically in there's so many abandoned buildings, and you don't know if there are live wires there that could cause unsafe connections. I would also like to take this opportunity to commend the fire services for their prompt response in bringing the fire blaze, because it could have been much worse and they averted a greater disaster, as we could see. And I also like to commend the Dominica Police Force, who were also on site, and all the others who assisted in one way or another. I would also like to advise the building owners and the homeowners in Roseau Central to take stock of your surroundings, removing or replacing any flammable materials where possible, and just to start inspecting your own electrical wiring to mitigate against these sort of fires in the future. I'm also suggesting, as from the Ministry of Urban Development, that we review our policies surrounding unplanned and ancillary developments. In Roseau, what you see at the forefront, you see one building at the forefront, but there's like a whole village at the back. And then sometimes you have bars, mechanic shops, other structures without proper planning. People tend to do the things on their own. And so these long-standing issues, will pose increased risk. And while our buildings appear to be orderly, as you know, there is a dense network which we know requires urgent attention. So to all those affected, I want to say that we stand with you and we will support you as we usually do through this difficult time, and we remain committed to helping you to rebuild stronger and safer.
All right, you just heard there from Mrs. Melissa Skerritt, and before that, Prime Minister Skerritt on the fires, the big fires. in Roso in recent times. Somebody just pointed out to me as the Mr. Skerritt spoke about people just connecting. But from what I remember, I will talk about that later. From what I remember, you needed a certificate of title to get connected by Dominic. Something is not adding up, huh? But let me just speak quickly to, of course, before our next guest, to Mr. Joshua Francis. Joshua Francis, just give us an update as to, since we spoke to you yesterday, what can you tell us you discovered when you entered that building yesterday? Good morning to you. How are you doing, sir?
Hey, Matt, good morning. And how are you doing?
Good, good, good. Again, sorry for your loss yesterday.
Matt, that is life. That is life. Material things can be restored. Once there's life, there is hope. And sometimes things have to get lost for new things to be found. Sometimes things have to be burnt to ashes for new life to reborn. So yesterday we suffered material loss, but our spirits are not daunted. Let me take the opportunity to thank everyone who have poured in love and support and encouragement. And let me inform our clients, the clients of Hajj Law Offices, that we were able to salvage our titles and our wheels, which were stored in fireproof cabinets. So those were not hampered, and we were able to salvage documents that were in those cabinets as well.
Tell me, based on what you heard there from police officers and the investigative team, somebody has been apprehended, if you will, and been taken in for questioning. What's your take on that? For that?
Well, Matt,
mhm.
well, that's good news. I understand that somebody has been arrested on suspicion of arson, and the person is being questioned, or the person is assisting the police. And if that is true, that is positive, because clearly somebody or some persons who are behind this, if they are behind this, should be brought before the court of law and to allow justice to prevail. Because, of course, Matt, a significant number of people have been affected by what happened yesterday, just as it happened a few days ago on King George Fish Street. So this is a very serious matter. Some of us are able or will be able to recover faster than others. And I hope that everyone will be able to recover. The small businesses, business owners, that they'll be able to find a new spot or rebuild their spot if they were the owners of the place. They'll be able to restock, and that business will even be better. Because from where I stand, that is the spirit which is going through me and our staff members, that we will come out of this better.
Also saw an image there quickly, Mrs. Joshua, before we wrap up, of some altar in the space within or behind your office. Any comments on that? I mean, I know you're a very religious guy. Any comments?
Well, I don't know about being religious. I'm more spiritual than religious, Matt.
All right.
But yesterday it was drawn to my attention by the Honorable Minister of Homeland Security, Mr. Blackmore, that a voodoo altar was found or discovered or exposed by the fire right at the back of my office building. So once that was drawn to my attention and I got access to the building, I was able to look out of the windows, both on the top floor and the middle floor, as has been told that I occupy 2 floors. And I took note of what appears to be an altar-like structure. And at some point during the course of the day, I found myself at the back of the office building, to get a better understanding of what was happening, because we had some water running on the middle floor. And so I had to go at the back to see what was happening. And then I took the opportunity to actually witness for myself what is perceived to be a voodoo altar. So I found that to be very interesting. again, the authorities would do what is necessary. As you know, voodoo in Dominica is unlawful, and we would expect the authorities to investigate if they so desire to do so.
All right, quickly, a final question. I heard that Melissa Scarrett, the Prime Minister's wife, she did say that she visited all the business areas and, of course, visited the office. That's complimentary, yeah.
Well, of course, Matt. In times like that, you put your political armor and your political weapons away, and you approach and confront those situations as a nation, as a people. And the Prime Minister's wife, the Member of Parliament for Roso Central, she was very graceful, and she went up my office building and she witnessed with her own eyes the extent of damage that took place, particularly on the top floor where everything turned into rubble. And she expressed kind words, and her team gave the commitment that all of us who were affected may get assistance from the government when assessments are completed. But at this stage, Matt, I'm not waiting on the government, for restoration. Or we are already actually looking for an office space. Let me just inform my clients that will be on Castle Street, 10 Castle Street, the building directly opposite the Macmillan gasoline station. So we'll be there until we find another office space in Roso. So we are taking active steps to locate a building that will be appropriate for our staff. We have 6 staff members, and we're hoping that we get a place as soon as possible to resume business.
You're holding strong, Joshua Francis. Thank you. We'll talk to you sometime.
You're welcome back.
Thank you. Our next stop, EMS. Our guest is already in the building. Stick around.
Electricity bills? Make the smart switch with EMS Limited. Dominica's leaders in clean, affordable energy solutions, from solar PV systems that cut your electricity costs to solar water heaters that give you long-lasting hot water without the monthly bill. EMS has you powered by the sun. Need comfort all year round? Stay cool with Medea, the world's #1 air conditioner, keeping your home comfortable and energy efficient under the Caribbean heat. At EMS Limited, we don't just install, we advise, design, service, and support. Our experienced technicians and consultants deliver reliable solutions for homes, businesses, and builders across Dominica. So switch smart, switch sustainable, switch EMS. Call 767-255-6813 or email sales@emscaribbean.com today.
It may be hot, but not too hot for my dear. Stay cool and comfy this summer with an energy-efficient AC from EMS Limited. Treat yourself to cool comfort, radiant health, and unbeatable savings that give you value beyond performance. With SEER rating of up to 42, you never have to come home to a hot house again. It's about time to upgrade to a My Dear AC, now available from EMS Limited. Call us at 255-6813 or email sales@emscaribbean.com. Make yourself at home with My Dear. Choose EMS, the energy expert.
Let's say good morning to our guest there. Of course, always welcome. Good morning, sir. How are you doing?
I'm fine, thank you, Matt. Good morning to you also and the wonderful listeners of Q95, the big station. It was a pleasure being in the house with you, Matt.
Always a pleasure.
And, EMS, we appreciate the partnership over the years with Q95. And I must say special greetings to your wonderful listeners. You have listeners across this island, Matt, in every nook and cranny. And many become customers of EMS. And we thank them for their patronage and for their support. And for those who are thinking about options, I want to share some information this morning regarding what we have available in stock in terms of goods and services. So to begin with, I want to highlight the fact that we're fully stocked with a My Dear AC unit. My Dear, as you know, is our brand in terms of with official dealers for that particular brand. And My Dear is an exceptionally efficient AC unit. We are currently at 22 SEER and SEER is an acronym for Seasonal Energy Efficiency Ratio. 22 SEER, you're actually getting a unit that is consuming about 60% less energy than the other brands out there. Most are 14 SEER and 16 SEER. So you want to keep that in mind when you buy a unit. You want cooling comfort, but at a very efficient level in terms of energy consumption. And my idea guarantees that. Many customers who are listeners even of this program this morning can testify also how immensely they have saved over time with using the MyDear AC units. Besides that, we want to highlight the fact that the MyDear has a 2-year warranty. That's 2 years at no additional charge. That's really a good point to note because customers who have a unit, for example, with a manufacturing defect or malfunction, they have the assurance after we do the diagnostic checks and we confirm that's the situation, we can replace the component or the unit at no charge to the customer. That's great news. So you have that assurance from EMS, and customers love to have that peace of mind when they invest in these AC units. Other competitors out there hardly ever offer warranties, but EMS guarantees this as an option, a 2-year warranty for every unit purchase. We want to also highlight the fact that our units are smart units, so they have Wi-Fi functionality. So you can use a smartphone, download the app, the MyDear app, and you could remotely, once you have Wi-Fi or data, you can turn on or off the unit at the desired temperature. That's a very good feature to have, and here it is. It's built in to the units.
I can tell it's getting very hot.
Extremely hot. And Matt, to your point, I think last year was the hottest year on record, in recorded history. And this year, we are on course to even having similar temperatures or even hotter.
Good time to get an air-conditioned unit.
Exactly. To be proactive and not reactive. It's the ideal time, man. And customers need to take advantage of the great offers we have at EMS, great value for money. We're very price competitive. And of course, I mentioned those features and benefits earlier that you get with your package. So the heat is on. Don't wait to be blistered by the heat, but really take action today and call us at 255-6813 or 613-1180. We could arrange to visit your business or your home and do a survey, look at the logistics, look at the parameters and so forth, and provide a solution that's going to actually exceed your expectations. Our very name confirms it. EMS is Energy Management Solutions. So we're solutions driven and certainly solutions oriented. Okay. For the MyD, we have the 12,000 as the smallest size available, 12, 18, 24, and 36,000 BTU sizes. And of course, the 5-ton size or even higher if you need package units or you want to look at other options, the VRFs and so forth. We have many options we can source for you or we currently have in stock. So the 12,000 BTU is ideal for a small office, maybe 10 by 15 feet, thereabout. And that, my idea, is going to cool it at 60% less energy than the average other brand on the island of Dominica. It's also imperative to note that we have certified, highly experienced technicians who do the installations, and they're so well done that even that is covered under your warranty. Okay? Customers need to take note of that. So when you buy ACs, don't buy based on price. Don't assume the lowest price is the best deal. I urge you to go deeper. Do the research, compare efficiency levels. And I'm telling you, we are second to none in that regard. Highly efficient, and we deliver based on what we offer. Okay? So my idea is the way to go. We're saying today, take action and make a decision to get cooling comfort at highly efficient levels. Okay? So to transition, Matt, beside the idea brand, we want to also highlight the fact you're also fully stocked with the water heaters, the solar water heaters. But I didn't mention something, but I should mention, Matt. I didn't mention the fact that beside all those great benefits highlighted earlier, the MyDear AC is has anti-corrosive solutions, anti-corrosive solution, and anti-aging features. So what do I mean? The units they're coated with hypergraphene solution, which is 12 times giving more protection from an anti-corrosive perspective, 12 times more than the other units out there in terms of those with the blue fins coatings. They're just regular, but we are 12 times more in terms of protection against sea blasts and against salt air content and so forth. So customers need to take note of that and to act accordingly. So if you're in Calabishi, you're in Woodford Hill, those areas that have a lot of, you're close to the sea, and a lot of rusting takes place with equipment. And so fear not, if you invest with a MyDear, it withstands the sea blast and so forth 12 times better.
Really?
12 times better than many other brands out there. Okay. So for the water heater, and the time is going quickly, for the water heaters available is the EMS solar water heater. And we're saying today that you need to take note that to go with the traditional or the widely available energy guzzlers, which are called the energy guzzlers because those with the shower head heating features, those electric heaters use far too much energy to heat your water. 4,000, 5,000 watts in some cases they consume per heater. We are saying that that's far too much. It's too expensive to heat water using those options. You should go with solar water heating. And at EMS, we're proud to confirm that our heaters, 10 years in the business in Dominica, people love them for their versatility, their efficiency level, and also they are very much affordable, relatively speaking. So you can get a water heater, installation included, pressure reducing valve, tooth bagay. You can get that for $3,508. I'm telling you, Matt, no other competitor out there can beat that price. Okay, for a 30-gallon water heater at 3,000 plus dollars, it's really a good deal. Okay, so we have the 30 gallons, 50 and 80 gallon sizes, and for the 30 gallon, ideal for let's say one or two persons, and we have the 50 gallon for four persons, and the 80 gallon 7 to 8 persons. Okay, so our units have evacuated tubes, which are more versatile than the traditional panels, and we are saying we in the nature island of the Caribbean invest in solar water heating. Use renewable energy, sun power to heat your water, and don't rely on electric power to heat water. Okay, so the time is right to take action today and to invest in solar water heating.
Somebody saying from Toronto, can you send me some air conditioning at this time?
I like that. I like that. So, of course, call us today, even from Toronto. Let's discuss some options with you to suit your needs. As we wind down, Matt, we have about 2 minutes left. I want to just highlight the fact that we also carry solar PV systems, and PV is photovoltaic, meaning you can use sun power to get electricity to power your homes or businesses and so forth. And many customers who've had challenges with power outages, load shedding and so forth, they look at these options. So you have a system that could give you energy during a power outage for continuity. Okay, you want uninterrupted power. We offer those options also. You can call us today to discuss what we can do for you, whether a hybrid, an off-grid, whether a grid-tied system. We have options with very good engineers to help you with the appropriate solution to suit your budget and your needs. So call us today at 255-6813. That's 255-6813 or 613-1180. 613-1180. EMS Limited. We're dedicated to serve you and exceed your expectations.
All right. Well, thank you very much. Of course.
Thank you.
And we'll see you again sometimes very soon, right?
For sure.
Thank you. Yeah. Let's do this and come back. Speak with S-Man.
but not too hot for my dear. Stay cool and comfy this summer with an energy-efficient AC from EMS Limited. Treat yourself to cool comfort, radiant health, and unbeatable savings that give you value beyond performance. With SEER rating of up to 42, you never have to come home to a hot house again. It's about time to upgrade to a My Dear AC. Now available from EMS Limited. Call us at 255-6813 or email sales@emscaribbean.com. Make yourself at home with My Dear. Choose EMS, the energy expert.
Tired of high electricity bills? Make the smart switch with EMS Limited. Dominica's leaders in clean, affordable energy solutions, from solar PV systems that cut your electricity costs to solar water heaters that give you long-lasting hot water without the monthly bill. EMS has you powered by the sun. Need comfort all year round? Stay cool with Medea, the world's #1 air conditioner, keeping your home comfortable and energy efficient under the Caribbean heat. At EMS Limited, we don't just install, we advise, design, service, and support. Our experienced technicians and consultants deliver reliable solutions for homes, businesses, and builders across Dominica. So switch smart, switch sustainable, switch EMS. Call 767-255-6813 or email sales@emscaribbean.com today.
For decades, Springfield Trading Limited has provided Dominica with a very trusted distribution platform of the highest quality, best prices. Every day can't do without products and consumer brands. And as the Springfield Trading wheels of distribution continue to turn, we serve this nation with distinction on all levels, supported by a unique merchandising service, serving all major accounts across Dominica, the best daily distribution mobile network, and a dedicated support team. It is no doubt that Springfield Trading is being saluted for its market service confidence, efficiency, and consistency. With quality in everything, Springfield Trading is providing the brands you know and have come to trust, depend, and rely on with glowing confidence. Distributors for holiday foods, Grab a Holiday, Fruta, real fruit juice, juiced right. Buster, you've gotta have a Buster. Chubby, every day is Monday. Colgate, a world of care. Crooks Biscuits, your vital supplies. Cadbury Chocolate, makes every day delicious. And so many more products, only from Springfield Trading Limited.
For all your shopping needs at the best prices in Dominica. Shop at S-Mart. Shop smart at S-Mart. Shop smart at S-Mart. All my favorite shops. Smart at S-Mart. Top up flow. Shop smart at S-Mart. Sunday to Sunday. Open on holidays. Shop smart at S-Mart. Much fresh fruit and produce. Good quality services. Unlimited parking. All the best products at S-Mart. You get the best prices. Shop smart at S-Mart.
Hello, Mama. What's your plan for today?
Well, I just want to pass by Esma to pick up my diabetes tablets.
Yes, but Mama, it's not selling snacks and groceries, not those many.
No, the new Smart Pharmacy I'm talking about. Yes, not too long they open. They have all kinds of medicine there. The price is good. They even testing your pressure for free. And they have drive-through too.
Drive-through pharmacy? Well, I'll check you. We'll pick up your tablets in the Smart Pharmacy drive-through.
Smart Pharmacy, the new, warm, and convenient pharmacy in town, located in the Smart parking lot. Experience care and convenience.
Gotta get the juice, yeah. Got to get the truth right and get the real juice. The one with the filter inside, yeah.
No ordinary fruit make it into Fruta. We carefully select the juiciest, fruitiest fruit.
Looking for your taste, yeah. You know it is truth right. It's the best. You know it's filter inside.
So you get the real fruit in every sip. Fruta, only the best get juice.
Fruta, shoot right, yeah. Turbo energy drink, we charge up with Turbo. Turbo, we drinking Turbo. Turbo, we charge up with Turbo. We charge up. Need energy, your vibes feel low. Charge up. Drink a Turbo with ginseng blend. Charge up. At a party or chilling with your friends. Charge up. Turbo energy drink set the trend. Charge up. Grab one of your favorite spot. Value for money wherever you shop. Charge up. We charge up with Turbo. Turbo, we drinking Turbo. Turbo, the ultimate energy drink. Charge up now. Smart Pharmacy, care for the pharmacy. Come on in, we'll treat you right. Put your remedies there and need your medication. We'll fill your prescription. Satisfaction guarantee. That's my pharmacy. Call if you're on the go. Pick up and let's run through windows in the community. That's my pharmacy. That's my pharmacy on Goodwill Road. Call 235-2328. Satisfaction guarantee. That's my pharmacy.
For all your shopping needs at the best prices in Dominica, shop at S-Mart. Shop at S-Mart.
Shop smart at S-Mart.
All my favorite shops.
Smart at S-Mart. Top of flow. Shop smart at S-Mart.
Sunday.
Open on holidays. Shop smart at S-Mart. So much fresh fruit and produce.
Good quality service. Unlimited parking. All the best products at S-Mart. You get the best prices.
Smart at S-Mart.
For decades, Springfield Trading Limited has provided Dominica with a very trusted distribution platform of the highest quality, best prices. Every day can't do without products and consumer brands. And as the Springfield Trading wheels of distribution continue to turn, we serve this nation with distinction on all levels, supported by a unique merchandising service, serving all major accounts across Dominica, the best daily distribution mobile network, and a dedicated support team. It is no doubt that Springfield Trading is being saluted for its market service confidence, efficiency, and consistency. With quality in everything, Springfield Trading is providing the brands you know and have come to trust, depend, and rely on with flowing confidence. Distributors for holiday foods, Rapper Holiday, Fruta, Real Fruit Juice, Juiced Right, Buster. You've gotta have a Buster. Chubby, every day is fun day. Colgate, a world of care. Crooks Biscuits, your vital supplies. Cadbury Chocolate, makes every day delicious. And so many more products. Only from Springfield Trading Limited, where quality is everything.
Let's say hi to our guest this morning. Good morning to you, Rosemary. How are you doing this morning?
Oh, well, Matt, I must say that I'm doing good today. Today is a beautiful day in Dominica.
I see traffic kept you back this morning.
Oh, yes, Matt. But thank God I'm here.
You're here. We're happy you're here.
Thank you, Matt. And Matt, as you know, it's all about Mother's Day. Sunday is Mother's Day.
One of your favorite days for sure.
Oh, yes. Being a mother, Matt, I can tell you, I feel good to be a mother, and I am blessed to be a mother. And I always say, being a mother is a gift from God. So today, I want everybody to know that without mother, none of us would be here today. So we need to cherish moms. We need to show love and appreciation. I know some person might say, oh, but every day is Mother's Day. I'm not telling you every day is not Mother's Day, but Mother's Day is a special day set aside for recognition. We are cherishing mommy on Mother's Day, and Sunday is that day. So at S-Mart, we have a Mommy and Me promotion going on. And it's a vacation promotion. And all you have to do is spend $250 or more, and you can be the winner you can be the winner to go to St. Lucia, Martinique, or Guadeloupe. You just have to write your name, your telephone number at the back of the receipt and place it in the drum provided. So I can say to you, everybody should go down to SMAT because we have a big long table at SMAT and it is filled with beautiful gifts for mothers. And also, we know there are many persons who are working and working hard for the entire year, and our managers, our supervisors will have to show some love on Mother's Day and give your workers some little gifts, to show love and appreciation as mom, because remember, these mothers, they leaving home early in the morning, coming back late in the afternoon to check children, but they're spending their time at work. That is why we who are employing employees to work at work, we have to show love to them on Mother's Day. But today is a special day that we have to call on all the fathers. Fathers, you all have to make a sacrifice and get the ladies who suffered to make children sleepless nights with them when they are crying. Sometimes fathers saying, it's my child, but I just cannot make it through the night. I cannot stay and watch the child for tonight. But mommy have no choice. Mommy have to watch her child. So that is why this sacrifice we have to make it to ensure that all the mothers in Dominica get a gift. If you do not want to give gift and it's a little money in an envelope you want to put, it is still okay. Just recognize the mothers. So today I just want to share a little poem for mothers. Remember my mother, proud mother. M is for the million things she shed for me. O means only that she is growing older. T is for the tears she shed to save me. H is for her heart of purest gold. E is for her eyes with love, light shining. R means right, and right shall always be. Put them all together, they spell mother. The word that means the world to me.
Let's do this and we'll come back. Right here. All right. Mother's Day, boy. Mother's Day.
Over the world.
We in a mother's mood. Rosemary's in a mother's mood this morning.
Love you. Love you, my mother. Endlessly. All the mothers of the world, this is for you. This one for you, mom. Been through the struggle, you. God bless you, too. One. Wash me clothes and cook me food, and one that she perform. She's the greatest mom. Mama, I love you. Queen of my home.
To all the mothers there in Dominica, the region, and the rest of the world, especially my mother, happy Mother's Day in advance. Huh?
To all mothers of the world, sing this for you. Diamonds for you. Rubies and pearls.
And to the mother of my beautiful children. Good morning to you.
Oh, yes.
Yes, you like that one, huh?
Oh, God. Of course, Matt.
No, that's your Mother's Day, boy.
Yes, you have to show special love, Matt, on that day.
You should love every day.
You show every day, but on that day, it's just special.
More special?
Oh, yes. Oh, yes.
I can see you really enjoying that day, boy.
Oh, yes, I love that day.
Any specific plans for that day?
I can tell you on that day, I will be enjoying my meal and I will be having some good wine.
Oh. Fine wine.
Fine wine.
Let's continue.
So that's why, Matt, I want everybody to go down to SMAT to ensure that mom is getting her, bottle of wine. Because all the gifts in SMAT, I mean, we ensure that we get the best wine to put in the gifts. And we know that there are many persons who do not drink wine because they drink no alcohol whatsoever.
Yep.
We have all the little champagne you can think of without alcohol that we can, you can get the gifts with the bottles, okay? No alcohol. And things we know that mommy love, things mommy would appreciate on that day. That's what we have in these gifts. But I know that there are many persons, like in church, who have special gifts that they have to give to the mothers, especially to the elderly mothers and the mothers who have shown, love to children, that they want to give gifts. So you just have to come on down to SMAT. And let me just say to all the mothers, you are not a mother, but what you do to children, you do much more than bringing a child into this world. And let me just say that sometimes when I think of being a mother, tears run out my eyes. And the reason why the tears comes from my eyes when I talk about being a mother is because of what I went through. And today, if there are many persons or there are some people, you are trying to be a mother and you are not a mother, do not give up, because it touches me every time I talk about it. And I remember what I went through when I did not have a child and what everybody would be saying to me. It was very hurtful. It was very painful. But
God was good. Huh?
God was good. And I trusted in God. I prayed, I fasted, and I trusted in God. And God worked a mighty miracle in my life. And God gave me that child because I suffered for many years with endometriosis. So anybody listening to me, if you are in that situation, do not worry about nothing somebody may say to you. Put your trust and confidence in God because He is able. God is able. And you can be a mom.
First we uniform, then we school 7. Still not loser. Mama, I love you, I love you.
And I say never take your mom for granted, Rosemary.
Never take mom for granted. Never. We are very special. Chosen by God. Chosen by God to be a mother.
Diamonds for you, rubies and pearls.
We're going to take a break here and this special Mother's Day program from ESMA. We're going to come back after this. Thank you.
Come on in, we'll treat you right. Got your remedies day and night. Need your medication. We'll fill your prescription. Satisfaction guarantee. That's my pharmacy. Call if you're on the go. Pick up and that's right through windows in the community. That's my pharmacy. That's my pharmacy on Goodwill Road. Call 235-2328. Satisfaction guarantee. That's my pharmacy.
For all your shopping needs at the best prices in Dominica, shop at S-Mart. Shop smart at S-Mart.
Smart. Some Lotto. Oh, my favorite shop. Smart. Top up flow. Shop smart. Sunday to Sunday. Open on holidays. Shop smart. So much fresh fruit and produce. Good quality service. Unlimited parking. All the best products at S-Mart. You get the best prices. Smart at S-Mart. For decades, Springfield Trading Limited has provided Dominica with a very trusted distribution platform of the highest quality, best prices. Every day can't do without products and consumer brands. And as the Springfield Trading wheels of distribution continue to turn, we serve this nation with distinction on all levels, supported by a unique merchandising service, serving all major accounts across Dominica, the best daily distribution mobile network, and a dedicated support team. It is no doubt that Springfield Trading is being saluted for its market service confidence, efficiency, and consistency. With quality in everything, Springfield Trading is providing the brands you know and have come to trust, depend, and rely on with flowing confidence. Distributors for holiday foods, Grab a Holiday, Fruta, Real Fruit Juice, Juiced Right, Buster. You've gotta have a Buster. Chubby, every day is Monday. Colgate, a world of care. Kirk's Biscuits, your vital supplies. Cadbury Chocolate, makes every day delicious. And so many more products. Only from Springfield Trading Limited, where quality is everything.
Mama, don't cry. I'm making this program special for Rosemary today and Mother's Day. Not even Mother's Day. 2 days, 3 days before Mother's Day. She's in so, feeling so special this morning. Back to you, Rosemary.
Yes, Matt, and I just want our customers to know that if you go down to S-Mart today, you can get your Chobani Greek yogurt. We know that it is very healthy. And we have the Tupong, okay? Tupong. And the Tupong is $39.50. We also have the 5.5 ounces in the Chobani for $11.80. You have a large selection to choose from in the 5.5. We also have heavy whipped cream. We have the 1 pint and the 1 quart. We also have what we call the Chobani Zero Added Sugar. So if you know you can't take in any sugar, we have the healthy zero added no sugar Chobani in the bottle, 20 grams of protein. So it's very healthy. We all know that we have to ensure that we take in proteins, so you can get it at S-Mart. We also have the Yoplait. The Yoplait is 2 pounds. 2 pounds, and the price is $18.45. We all know that we have to eat our yogurts. We have to take care of our health. We have the ricotta cheese, and we have that in 1 pound. We also have the whole milk that is pat skimmed in the ricotta. We also have 3 pounds cream cheese, and we know that many persons love eating their cream cheese, especially now, I guess, being Mother's Day, and you want mommy to enjoy something good. You want to get your cheesecake. We also have the cheesecake in whole. If you want to purchase couple cheesecake, big one, small one, medium-sized cheesecake on Mother's Day for your mom, we have it at S-Mart. Also, if you go down to S-Mart today, I know that there are some persons who love their goat cheese, and we have goat cheese in plain, and we also have blueberry goat cheese. It's available. We have a large assortment of shredded cheese, because we know it's Mother's Day. You are going to be cooking good food, okay? Because we all want our mom to enjoy the meal that we are going to prepare on Mother's Day. So you go down to S-Mart. You can also get your fresh spinach. We all know that spinach is good for our health. Also, cauliflower, it's available. We have the asparagus. Tomorrow can be a good day that you want to ensure that you prepare your asparagus. Ensure that you have it on the fridge, because when Sunday morning comes, you probably want to do some steak with asparagus for your mom, something special, okay? So get your asparagus at S-Mart while it's available. Also, we have iceberg lettuce. You want something different, although we have a lot of our local lettuce, but you want the iceberg because iceberg, it really tasting good. So go down to S-Mart. And we also have our tofu for those who are not eating meat, but you love your tofu. We have that in firm. We have medium. We have soft. It's all available at S-Mart. Also, if you go down to S-Mart today, we know that everybody love their coffee. I know there are some persons who only drink their black coffee, but there are some persons who can't drink their black coffee. They like their coffee because they know, well, they will need to put some coffee mate to give it, that taste. So if you go down to S-Mart, you will get your coffee mate, and we have the 32 ounces in coffee mate, and the price is $31.50. Now we in the coffee mates, we have coconuts, we have the original, we also have the French vanilla, and what I know everybody love, the hazelnut. Hazelnut is really, really, really tasty. That's my favorite, okay? Hazelnut. Okay, so we have that at S-Mart. Also, if you go down to S-Mart, you will also get the oats milk creamer. Okay? Oatmeal creamer. We also have oatmeal creamer, which is very creamy and also very healthy. And the price is $24.90. It is also 32 ounces in the size. We have milk. We have the milk Chobani milk. Okay, so if you go down to S-Mart, you see the kind of milk S-Mart selling. Healthy milk. Chobani milk available. And the Chobani is a big box also, 52 ounces. And it has no lactose. It's lactose free. No nuts. It's nut free. And no gluten. Okay? It's all natural. So go down to S-Mart and I will give you the price. The price is $55. Also, we have oatmeal. We also have good oatmeal. So if you want oatmeal to make, your breakfast in the morning when you are going to work, and you do not want to eat bread and these sort of things, but you want to eat your oatmeal, you can get some oatmeal at S-Mart, okay? So we have different brands of oatmeal. Just make sure that you get your oatmeal. It's very healthy. And then when you are putting, when you cook that oatmeal, you want it to be creamy. When you tasting or you eating oatmeal in the morning for breakfast, you want it creamy. So you can also get the creamy oatmeal, okay, to put in your oats in the morning. And also you can get your almond milk. Remember, we have the 1 gallon. You want to have a big gallon, so it's going to last you for a while. So we have sweetened, we have unsweetened, we have vanilla almond. It's available at S-Mart, and remember, it is dairy free, so no dairy, because you are looking at cholesterol. You do not want your cholesterol to get high, so you're looking at your cholesterol. Okay, so you're looking for that kind of milk. Okay, dairy free milk. And it's the almond milk, and it is available at S-Mart. And if it's the vanilla one you want to put in it, or the sweetened or unsweetened, just go down to S-Mart. It is available. And just to remind you that Sunday, it's Mother's Day. That is a day you cannot forget. That is a day you have to go down to S-Mart to make sure on that day you get all the beautiful gifts for mommy. And on that day, if you go down to S-Mart, I know everybody will want to get the best meat. So you want to get all the good beef. That's what you want to get. You want to get the best pork. You want to get the best wings that's looking big. You want to get everything you know that can be prepared on Mother's Day. Like I said, the shredded cheese, because probably it's macaroni and cheese you want to make, or probably you want to make a good fig pie, so you just want to cook good food. You want potatoes. You have to go down to Esmat, because everything that you are looking for is available at Esmat. You want to make sure you get all your seasoning. You want to get your celery, you want to get your parsley, you want to get your thyme. All these available at Esmat. Probably you want to prepare a special gift basket. Maybe you want to go to Esmat and tell them, okay, I want 10 gift baskets. Can you prepare 10 gift basket for us and put some wine or something like that in it? All the fruits, we have the largest selection of fruits, maybe the 12 different types of apple. We have pears, we have kiwi. So just name it. In terms of fruits, you will get all the fruits at Esmat. And just to remind you that if you go down to Esmat right now, you will get your pink Himalayan salt, because we know it's Mother's Day, but I can't forget to tell everyone that we have to take care of our high blood pressure. It doesn't matter what day it is, what occasion it is, what we are doing. We know we have to enjoy ourselves, yes, for Mother's Day, but we cannot forget to take care of our high blood pressure. So just in case you do not have your Himalayan salt, that is the pink salt, like I said, very healthy salt that you can use. We have it in the bottles. So go down to Esmat and ensure that you have it. And I know that for the persons who are cooking, you want to ensure that you get your curry. If you are cooking maybe something special like goat, you want to make curry goat, oh yes, you will get your big bottle of curry at Esmat. We have that available. And just to let you know that when you buy in the curry, if you are cooking to sell, you can get 4 pounds of curry. We have it available. You can also get the 4 pounds in your cinnamon. If you're preparing maybe some drinks or something, you have to put a lot of cinnamon in. You get, that is the cinnamon, that is the powder there, and it's not the pieces you have to just put to soak overnight. It's powdered, it's already grated. Okay, so that's what you will get in the bottle. 4 pounds for only $107. And you will also get rosemary. Rosemary is one of the best I can tell you can think of. You can get rosemary to put in your food. You can get rosemary to make your drink. You can get rosemary to do everything. So rosemary is also available in the bottle, but not that heavy. So it's like 2 pounds in the bottle. And the price is $50.35. We also have the parsley, and we all know that parsley is very good. You can make parsley tea for you to drink. So you can use parsley for everything, because parsley is healthy. And the parsley is light in the bottle. It's a huge bottle also. And the weight is 340.2 grams in the bottle. And the price is $55.20. So in closing, I just want to say Happy Mother's Day to all the mothers in Dominica and all the mothers who are listening to me around the world. I know we can be heard around the world. I want to say Happy Mother's Day to all the mothers God has created. And I thank God for life. And I thank God that He has blessed us with the privilege, the opportunity, and He have made us mothers. And I just want to say on that day, we have to pray and thank God, and we have to enjoy that day. Relax, go out, do what you have to do, but remember to give God thanks and praise. So have a blessed day, and remember, come down to S-Mart for all your gifts for mommy.
Oh, my, my sweet mama.
Welcome back, huh? After playing this one for Rosemary on Mother's Day.
Did that since I was one. Since it was my mother alone, with the responsibility in her hand. She said I had to go and send us to school. She wanted us to go like food. And now I've got to be thanked for the good things she has done. Oh, mama, I love you too, and I know you love me too. Oh, mama, won't make you blue. I wish that every mother was as sweet as you are. I know you're my shining star. Stay by me, never go too far. Oh, mama, you can depend on me now. Cause I see you've tried your best. Now it's up to me to do the rest. Mama, touch us how to pray. And hear mama say, oh, Father, give her peace stay. Her daily bread and all her necessary needs. Oh, God, I one down saw mama with a Bible in her hand, reading and praying, tears rolling from her eyes. I lost her and say, mama, please don't cry. Just remember God is standing by. I say, mama, you can depend on me now. Cause I see you trying your best. Now it's up to me to do the rest. I'm gonna work until the golden gray. I'm not depending on me. It doesn't matter what I do now. I just got to get your bread somehow. Lord, make me take the good to food and mama's table. Oh, mama, won't make you blue. I wish that every mother was as sweet as you are. I know you're my shining star. Stay by me, never go too far. Oh, mama, you can depend on me now. Cause I see you trying your best. Now it's up to me to do the rest. Mama, you can depend on me now. Cause I see you trying your best. Now it's up to me to do the rest. Oh, mama, mama, mama. Mama,
For all your shopping needs at the best prices in Dominica. Shop at S-Mart. Shop smart at S-Mart.
Shop smart at S-Mart.
All my favorite shops.
Smart at S-Mart. Top up flow. Shop smart at S-Mart.
Sunday.
Open on holidays. Shop smart at S-Mart. So much fresh fruit and produce.
Good quality services. Unlimited parking. All the best products at S-Mart. You get the best prices.
Smart at S-Mart. This Friday, May 8th. It's all about Mom at Courts.
A washer, an iron, a TV. I got it all for Mom at Courts.
Wait, all that?
And more. Sofa, blender, even a bed. Everything she deserves, I got it for Mom at Courts.
Enjoy 30% off on credit and 20% off on cash for one day only. Friday, May 8th. Don't miss it.
Only the best for Mom.
I got it for Mom at Courts. Courts, bringing value home. Terms and conditions apply.
Bundle and watch $98 flow back into your pocket. It's simple. Just add mobile to broadband and save big with Flow. Get fiber fast Wi-Fi at home and all the data you need on the go. We've got you covered everywhere. So what are you waiting for? It's connection times 2 and up to $98 in savings for you. Add mobile to broadband today and take your connection to the next level. Visit in-store or online at discoverflow.co for more details.
It's always a great deal at LA Jubilee Hardware Store. A wide variety of wood and metal curtain rods at amazing prices. So many patterns for your home and business decor needs. We have roofing, concrete, and wood screws of all lengths, nails by pound and bulk, hand and power tools, paint and paint accessories, all types of silicones, door locks, and hinges, shop or decorative mirrors and housewares, cutlasses and garden tools, ladders, wheelbarrows, kitchenware, pots and pans, and kitchen appliances, durable ironing boards, clothes dryers, toilets, face basins, kitchen sinks, bathroom faucets, and so much more hardware items. At LA Dubany Hardware Store, you get special discounts when you spend over $29. What are you waiting for? Come home to quality at LA Dubany Hardware.
Just me goal winning Roso again. Same place outside Flossies. I tried to dock him, but he had time see me. Well, story start again. Million, lot of my power we got, huh? Fella, I said the same thing you doing, shopping at Flossies, and you don't have to tell me the same thing you tell me last time because I busy. It's to hear him way. You reckon? About my pocket boy. I won't tell you that I save money in food and drinks when I buy quantity. I save more. Oh, shucks, man. Well, when you're still telling me, I know already. Tu paga respect moi. But it can even pepper palais. I will tell all my friends from London, US and Dominica to come to Floss's, right next to the Rosa Market. Open Sunday to Saturday. Floss's can't do it to you.
Fresh market. Where money don't count and the money don't hurt you. A fresh market. Fresh market. It's a fine day. We are open 7 days a week with the top of the line products. We're all in stock. Supermarket and pharmacy, health and beauty care, fresh produce and meat prepared daily, hot and cold kitchen, ready to go meals, sandwiches, salads, and desserts at your fingertips. Easy access, located on the bayfront, environment friendly, and our staff are approachable and ready to assist. Have you figured out who we are? You got it. Fresh market. Your one stop. Where money don't count and your pocket don't hurt you. Fresh market. Fresh market. But it's a fine day.
Hurricanes are not a question of if, but when. What matters most is how quickly families and livelihoods recover. Flexible Hurricane Protection FHP is a parametric insurance solution. It does not rely on assessing individual damage. It is triggered by verified storm data. When agreed wind speeds are reached within defined zones, the policy activates automatically. No claim forms, no adjusters, no waiting months. If triggered, funds go directly to you to repair your home, restore crops, replace equipment, or stabilize lost income. FHP is available to households, farmers, small businesses, and community groups. Flexible Hurricane Protection, designed for speed, designed for certainty. Available through participating credit unions or online at corpathinsurance.com. Call 440-9052 or 317-1577 before the season begins.
You got to go, but where do you go? To sleep in Comfort Funeral Home. Sleep in Comfort Funeral Home is locally owned, local coffins and caskets with rich craftsmanship and sparkling finish, uniquely customized, affordable packages and pre-planned services, including transportation, storage, reefs, programs, pin-ons, and much, much more that will take away every burden and worry. A professional team providing exceptional service. Sleep in Comfort Funeral Home, where your burdens will be light and your loved ones will be laid to rest in comfort and dignity. Two locations, 33 Jolly Lane, Goodwill, and St. Joseph Highway, 245-4014 or 615-4020. Sleep in Comfort Funeral Home, where comfort meets compassion.
Happy anniversary to Digicel. 20 years. Win 20 years with Digicel, celebrating relentless connectivity across Dominica, and we're giving back to you with more prizes and surprises.
Digital in 20. If you with Digicel, then you have plenty. 20 years we rolling with Digicel. If you're not with us, then hear me well. I have my TV and still have my cell. I have my internet all from Digicel. 20 years of great connection. So pay attention.
Win with the prizes, ultimate VIP experiences, brunch voucher, 6 months, bill free. Win more. Simple. Activate, switch, stay connected. Win. Visit your nearest Digicel store or speak to an agent today.
2020, Digital in 20. If you with Digicel, then you are friendly. I say with Digi you can win. Celebrate, connect and win.
Dominic, as we speak, Dominic has called a news conference. I'm sure we'll speak about that some other time. Let's monitor, find out just what they'll be addressing this morning. I had a big call from the Prime Minister yesterday for Dominic to speak more to the public. I guess they answered that call from the Prime Minister. So we'll explore that issue sometime when we find out just what is going on. I want to go back to two statements as it relates to the fires this morning. Mr. Prime Minister Elizabeth Skerritt and Melissa, who's the MP, the pal rep for Roso. Let's listen.
The second major fire to affect our capital city, Roso, within a very short period of time. This latest fire, which happened overnight, caused severe and extensive destruction, affecting 10 buildings, 8 of which were severely damaged, leaving families displaced and business owners facing the loss of their livelihoods. 2 additional structures sustained minor damage. Our fire and emergency services responded swiftly and professionally, and I commend every officer and volunteer who placed themselves in harm's way to contain the blaze and protect lives and property. To the families and businesses affected, the government of Dominica stands firmly with you. We understand the trauma and uncertainty that come with such devastating loss. The relevant social support agencies are being mobilized to provide immediate assistance, and we will ensure that those impacted receive the support they need during this difficult time. It would be remiss of me, however, if I did not speak candidly about the deeply troubling pattern we are now witnessing. This is the second significant fire in the city within a very short span of time. That is not something any responsible government can ignore or dismiss. It is a matter that demands urgent and serious attention and investigation. So while investigations are already underway, the government of Dominica will mandate a full and comprehensive investigation into these incidents, including the causes, circumstances, and any factor that may have contributed to them. We owe that to the affected families, the business community, and every citizen who calls Roso home. Collectively, however, we must strengthen fire safety measures, improve enforcement, and ensure that every possible step is taken to better protect lives and property in our capital city. I also commend the fire and ambulance services who promptly undertook a public education campaign to raise awareness of fire prevention, safety practices, and emergency preparedness among residents and business owners. The government of Dominica remains committed to the safety, security, and well-being of every citizen and resident of this country. And I assure all of you that we will treat this matter with the urgency and seriousness it deserves. Our thoughts, prayers, and best wishes are with our people in the east and northeast of our country who have shown remarkable strength in the face of the trough system that brought severe flooding and landslides in the east and northeast on April 26 and 27. Government will stand with every affected family and community until full recovery is achieved. I thank all emergency personnel, volunteers, and public officers for their tireless work since April 27. Assessments confirm severe impacts in Atkinson, Antrizzo, Salivia, Siniku, Bataka, Crayfish River, Sensi, Gullet River, and Mao River, Concord, Marigot, Wesley, Deepa, Tranto, Woodop, Sansovere, Pidisofre, Morpo, Concord, and Wesley. Regards to the infrastructure, crews have cleared landslides and restored access. Priority was given to the Calix Bridge and roads linking Casa Bruce, Sansovere, and the Canlago territory. In respect to housing, assessments of compromised households in the Atkinson area are being finalized. Support for temporary accommodation and building materials is being coordinated through local government. In respect to utilities, Domlec and DOASCO continue restoration work, and I want to commend Domlec and DOASCO for their very, very prompt action. Electricity and water have been restored to most areas, with isolated pockets under active repair. The Ministry of Agriculture teams are documenting crop and livestock losses in those communities affected, and this will guide the relief to farmers. Next steps, Cabinet will review updated assessments and approve additional allocations for recovery. Government remains focused on three priorities: restoring safe access, supporting displaced families, and rebuilding resilient infrastructure. Government urges residents in affected areas to continue exercising caution near waterways and landslide-prone slopes. The Government of Dominica reaffirms its commitment to protecting consumers from the full impact of global fuel price increases caused by the ongoing US-Iran-Israel war. When the conflict began on February 28, 2026, gasoline was $14.96 per gallon, and diesel was $13.84 per gallon. Since then, global crude oil prices have surged over 30%, pushing local consumer prices to $17.98 per gallon for gasoline, an increase of 20.2%, and $20.53 per gallon for diesel as of May 7, 2026.
This morning, as you know, there was a devastating fire in Roso. And this left several families and business owners with nothing and deeply traumatized. I was on site this morning. The area affected was it's on Upper Lane, and it spanned a whole block. So between Kennedy Avenue and Great Marlborough Street, about 8 buildings were affected. I would like to take this opportunity to sympathize with all those who have been impacted. This area is both, as with most of Roseau, it's both residential and commercial. And as a result, their livelihoods have been severely disrupted. Some lost their living space and their only source of income. And while we are truly grateful that no lives were lost, but many individuals, like I stated, have lost everything and only escaping with what they had on them at the time. Among those affected were one infant, and everybody else were adults. We have since reached out to them. They have been housed in different areas in Roseau and Pottersville, so they are safe. My team has been on the ground since then, reaching out to them, providing some initial support like food and clothing. And I want to say to every person who have been impacted that I want you to know that we stand with you and we will work alongside you to help rebuild your lives. The fire today is believed to have started at the rear of a building, and it spread rapidly throughout all the surrounding buildings, affecting approximately 8 of them, including well-known establishments like Bobby's Bar, Jim's Cuisine, and Family Chinese Restaurant, where the owners also reside. Several other businesses and offices were also impacted. On site, I also met Mr. Joshua Francis, his law chambers was severely affected. He occupied 2 floors of one building, and needless to say, I visited there myself, and there's not much left to salvage, although they're trying to. But it was very, it was very difficult for him and the rest of his team. Out of the buildings, only one was insured, but many of their personal belongings not insured, and everything is gone, making recovery a lot more difficult for them. This incident marks approximately the fifth fire in Roso in recent time, and the second major one. As we know, the first one happened around Jolly's Pharmacy, and this has been extremely concerning to me. I know that investigations are currently underway, and at this stage, we cannot rule out any cause, including, electrical faults, but also such factors as arson as well. We must also acknowledge that in Rosa Central, following Hurricane Maria, some properties may have gone makeshift electrical repairs. Many people did their own electrical repairs. And so we have noticed that there are a lot of vulnerabilities in the wiring, and especially given that some of the oldest structures in Dominica are located right here in Roseau. So this is something that we are going to look into as well. This morning, I was joined on site by the mayor, Her Worship, Lucy Bell, and we were just discussing the urgent need to work alongside DOMLEC and Electrical Division to assess the wiring, specifically in there's so many abandoned buildings, and you don't know if there are live wires there that could cause unsafe connections. I would also like to take this opportunity to commend the fire services for their prompt response in bringing the fire blaze, because it could have been much worse, and they averted a greater disaster, as we could see. And I also like to commend the Dominica Police Force, who were also on site, and all the others who assisted in one way or another. I would also like to advise the building owners and the homeowners in Rosa Central to take stock of your surroundings, removing or replacing any flammable materials where possible, and just to start inspecting your own electrical wiring to mitigate against these sort of fires in the future. I'm also suggesting, as from the Ministry of Urban Development, that we review our policies surrounding unplanned and ancillary developments. In Roseau, what you see at the forefront, you see one building at the forefront, but there's like a whole village at the back. And then sometimes you have bars, mechanic shops, other structures without proper planning. People tend to do the things on their own. And so these long-standing issues, will pose increased risk. And while our buildings appear to be orderly, as you know, there is a dense network which we know requires urgent attention. So to all those affected, I want to say that we stand with you and we will support you as we usually do through this difficult time, and we remain committed to helping you to rebuild stronger and safer. Thank you.
All right, thank you. Of course, as I said before, you heard from the Prime Minister speaking to the Roseau fires, and then we heard from the MP, Rep for Roseau, speaking to the same. We're going to come back, Dominica. We'll take your phone calls and, your text messages, voice notes coming up. Stick around, Dominica. This is the Hot Set. Somebody's asking the question, isn't planning division responsible for electrical codes, approvals and inspections, etc.? Were they not mentioned?
Good morning. Listening to the delivery of Roosevelt Skerritt and his wife, a lot of the ills in the society goes straight back to Roosevelt. And I say that because I just heard you said a while ago that Domlek is gonna put out a release, a conference or a press release or whatever, how you phrase it. But That shows you the one man isn't that run the country. While this guy play like he's innocent of everything, but everything is under his thumb and people march to the beat of his drum, man. Yesterday he said at a press conference, Domlek should come to the people. Today Domlek speak. But what the problem is, this guy have everybody so scared in their position because they know they're not qualified and they didn't get their job and their merit. Man, they can't speak, they're afraid. Man are scared to do their job. So now he said that and they run and speak because they can't speak otherwise, all the time. Tell it, you had them on your show last week or 2 weeks ago and a caller asked a question about rates and different things. They couldn't answer. They come there, they can't answer nothing about the collision between geothermal and the electrical hydro or whatever. And they can't tell you nothing. Well, we'd have to go to somebody. In other words, one man answer every question and one man tell people when they should speak and should not speak. As far as the fires and a lot of the criminal element that is plaguing the country, it leads back to the head of government. They stand on the podium and they claim that they can hunt people down like terrorists. They stand on the podium, tell people do this, do that. Matt, where is Denny Shillingford? The one for Mr. Don Emmanuel. That was a fire. That was an arsonist. I'm going to leave it at that, Matt. I just want to put that on the table. Good morning. Thank you.
All right, Dominique, we're here. We're taking a pause there, of course, to speak about the rice and rose this morning. Just for a few minutes. And this my regular is not here today. Is she doing fine?
She's not doing too badly, but she's unable to come in today.
She's unable to come in today. And of course, you're substituting. Good morning to you. How are you doing this morning?
I'm doing good. Good morning to you as well. Good morning to everyone listening.
Good morning. Good morning. What's happening today?
Okay, everyone. So good morning. My name is Karina, and today I'll be talking to you about Rise and Roast Cafe and Bistro.
Mm-hmm.
So it's your go-to breakfast and lunch spot right here in Roso. And we are happy to announce that Rise and Roast has officially reopened under new management, and we're inviting everyone to come experience our fresh menu, great flavors, and welcome atmosphere.
Mm-hmm.
So you might be wondering, what is Rise and Roast? And where are we located? We are located on Hillsborough Street, directly opposite the NBD main branch, right in the heart of Roso. Rise and Roast is a perfect stop for breakfast before work. So we're open from 7 a.m. A quick coffee break or satisfying lunch during the day. All focus is on fresh.
You open from 7, you said?
Yes, we are.
Okay, so you run until what time?
3 p.m.
3 p.m.
Yes.
For breakfast? No.
Breakfast, lunch, snack.
Okay, I said you have a specific time for opening for breakfast in terms of 7 to 11, 7 to 12.
Okay, so the opening hours are Monday to Thursday, 7 to 3.
Okay.
Friday, 7 to 8.
Mm-hmm.
So 7 a.m. to 8 p.m. on a Friday. Saturday, 7 to 3. And breakfast is served up until 11 a.m.
Okay, that's a little bit.
So we open, yes. But then you have breakfast up until 11 a.m. Mm-hmm. The snack menu is throughout the day. And lunch is served from breakfast when it's over up until 3 p.m. So
that's the clarification I was looking for, yes.
Yes. So from 12 p.m. to 3 p.m. you can get lunch.
Mm-hmm.
So in terms of our lunch and daily specials, every day we have a different lunch option.
Mm-hmm. How do I know? Should I call in to find out what's the...
You can follow us on social media. You can go Rising Her 767 on Facebook, Instagram, and we have options in terms of our lunch menu. So for example, we have wing Wednesdays, pasta Thursdays. You get options like fish, chicken, or shrimp. Mm-hmm. If you're vegetarian, you can also get something from a snack menu as well. So because everybody has a different thing. So on Saturday, we have a Saturday Yard Vibes. So we are also introducing something special called Saturday Yard Vibes. On Saturdays, we'll be serving local breakfast and lunch favorites, the kind of food that feels like home. So you can get options like sauce. You can get sauce in the morning. You can get stuffed bakes, saltfish and provision, plantain and saltfish, stewed chicken with provisions, and then we have broth. Yes. So that's what you normally get like from Monday to Saturday.
As you said, we can check social media and find out.
Yes. So in terms of our location, like I said, it is on Hillsborough Street. It's directly across from the National Bank of Dominica main branch.
Main branch.
So directly across, you'll see the sign where it says Rise and Roast, and we're open from 7 a.m. And in terms of contacting us, you can message 612-2060.
A little slower, please. If somebody want to write that number.
Okay, so for WhatsApp, it is 612-2060. That's via WhatsApp. So you can get our menus daily via WhatsApp. You can place an order as well. And we also do delivery to some locations. So based on where you are, you can send your request and we can let you know right away as to what exactly it is.
So I can order from here.
Yes.
And you'll deliver.
Yeah. So
is there a delivery fee?
It depends on what your order is. So it varies based on order.
Okay.
Yes. So what you do, you just message us on WhatsApp, 612-2060. So Saturday morning.
Oh, I was about to do it now.
If you would like, let's say you want sauce, you want vegan codfish, vegan saltfish, you just send us a message and we'll be happy to assist you.
All right, Dominica. I suspect we'll be talking to you sometime next week. Not too sure just yet.
Well, your regular should be back next week, but we'll see how that goes.
Well, I hope she's doing much better.
Okay, hopefully.
All right, say hi for me, okay?
Okay, I will.
All right, so take care of yourself.
You too.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye-bye. Rise and Roast, Dominica. Don't forget to make that order today. Give us the numbers again as before you go.
612-2060, and that is across from National Bank of Dominica. And we are open Mondays to Thursdays from 7 a.m. to 3 p.m. Breakfast ends at 11 and lunch is from 12 to 3 p.m. Fridays, we're open up until 8.
Okay, thank you very much.
You're very welcome.
Have a great day.
You too.
I was about to say Happy Mother's Day. Are you a mother?
No, I'm not.
Somebody says, correct that, eh? 449-309-596 and 97. Dominica, we're going to continue with the hot seat right after this. Somebody says the press conference proved how dismantled the system is. Just yesterday, the Prime Minister said they need to speak more to the public, and hence the press conference is going on now as we speak, the news conference. Hello, we'll find out just what went on there. Are you there, caller? Yes.
I am, Matt. Good morning.
Good morning to you. How are you doing, sir? How are you?
I am good. Matt, when public officials make statements, they got to be very guarded and they got to put their brains in gear before they put their mouth into action. I fully understand why Dominic is having a press conference today. Because what we had yesterday was more than scary, but Melissa throwing Dominic under the bus and blaming electrical faults. You see, that's why we have to be guarded. There's an investigation going on. Your statement should not prejudice the investigations. And what Melissa has done is actually prejudicing any investigation and saying that, and pointing the finger to electrical faults at the buildings, which should not have been done. Moreover, Matt, in order to get electricity in any place, you must get permission from planning or something like that.
You must get a certificate. Yes, you must get a certificate.
Right. So when Melissa goes out and blames electrical fault, she's saying that Domlek or whoever was complicit and negligent in their duties. And that needs to be stopped. When public officials go out, leave the investigations alone. Do not attempt to prejudice it. Moreover, Matt, you had a disaster in the eastern side, or northeastern side, whatever side, okay? Have we had a press conference prior to yesterday on in relation to that?
No, not that I remember. No.
So why did Melissa stand out at the press conference, whereas the representative of the areas that were so badly destroyed have not uttered a word? Why were they not a part of the press conference also to say, this is my constituency, this is what is happening, just like Melissa can say that we are helping. Why wasn't the representative of those areas there called up to the press conference to say a word? It bothers me, Matt. Are we building a monarchy in Dominica led by the Prime Minister and his family, and he said already his son will relive him in 50 years' time? Is that what we're building in Dominica? Matt, I am asking myself a question, right? Oops, I just lost my train of thought because something came up. Right? So anyhow, let this go ahead. Right? Those are my two concerns, which I really felt out of hand and should not have been dealt with the way they dealt with. Melissa needs to be guarded when she speaks. We know she's loose on words, okay? And she needs to know. If you speak in the simple words, you'll be understood. So when she said the firemen and them allied the blaze, right? Those simple things. Come on, just speak simple. Just say what it is. They put out the fire, and that is all. Stop using big words and making yourself look like an idiot, and then blaming people when you have no proof, no evidence to substantiate what you're saying. And for the Prime Minister, for heaven's sake, stop making mistake on monarchy. You have representatives from the other areas that were destroyed, and we are yet to hear a word from them. You had a press conference. You only chose to put Melissa on the press conference. Why? Good afternoon. Good morning.
Good morning to you too. It's 10:40 at this time. Let's listen to this voice note. Yes, are you there, caller?
I saw some video.
Let's go.
Matt, good morning.
Morning.
This morning, I just want to empathize and sympathize with the people who had major losses in this fire. I saw some video. I do not know whether that is a concrete as to the guy, the individual. Let me just say guy, the individual who seemed to have started the fire. And if that is the case, it is really, really sad and unfortunate that this one person could cause so much harm and damage to the people who suffered losses during the fire. But Matt, I also took the opportunity yesterday to listen to the Prime Minister's press conference. And there were so many things. And as always, listening to the Prime Minister over and over, every single topic that was covered, he would pass the blame on to somebody else. The Electoral Commission issue, he blamed the Electoral Commission. Whereas the Electoral Commission, I guess they decide who should be confirmed. Out of about 14,000 people who, I guess, registered to be reconfirmed or confirmed, only 4,000 people were approved. Who are those people? What decisions are they making? Nothing in this country happens without the knowledge of the Prime Minister. The issue in the Kalinago territory, another very sad issue for Dominica, empathize and sympathize with the people up there. Same thing when you ask the question over and over. It's always somebody else. He passes the buck. The Domlek issue. Wasn't the Prime Minister the one who boldly told Dominicans that we own it now? I remember so many, especially Liberites were rejoicing. They didn't even understand the true what was behind it. All they knew was that the Prime Minister tell them we own it. Excuse me. And they were so excited for that. Now he blames Domlek for the issues that are happening now in Dominica regarding the cost of electricity and the coverage of electricity, the shortages and everything like that. There was another issue. He blamed the Minister of Finance. The Minister of Finance will be the one to give some kind of analysis on some of the issue regarding finance. I mean, it's just issue.
I think it had to do with the NEP workers. Yes.
But let's go back to the fire, Matt. Melissa Scarry talks about people who just went ahead and wired the building after the hurricane. Matt, wasn't Roso before the Labour Party took over a better city? Through the 25 years, shouldn't Roso have improved or advanced in some way? Isn't that what they've been telling us over and over, the Roso Enhancement Project? And now she sits there and she talks about, people who put what do they call that? Who reconnected without approval from Domlec. But listen, if especially with this whole situation in Dominica, everything in Dominica exists for one thing. One thing, which is for Skerrit and his people to win an election, whether it is his wife to win Roso Central, and just, it's like they see, but they don't see. They approve things, they allow things to happen until something like a fire happens. Then they come with all their talk like they have no idea what is going on. They create everything that is going on in the place. When those kinds of fires occur and they have buildings that need to be probably demolished and abandoned, or find ways to relocate people in the right way. But it's always political. It's always their people. They, us against them. They against us, them against us. And you cannot have an efficiently run system, country, without the proper checks and balances, Matt. And that is what is lacking with this administration. And so every time something happens, you hear them come, is this and it's that, but they create the problems because of the policies. And I keep saying it over and over. It's the policies that exist that, it is so geared towards just one set of people. It is so geared towards one thing, which is winning elections. That's all really it is, Matt. That is all it is. And over, we see when things like detrimental fire like that occur, we hear all these good talks and who to blame and who not to blame. But the real people who are supposed to take the blame, they're not taking the blame. They just pass the buck over and over and over to someone else, throw them under the bus, and that's it. And Dominica will continue to function like that because that is what they do. They govern to stay in office. And when you do that, you miss so many opportunities to advance the people and to create a system that is more efficient and where people can thrive, Matt. So, it's just the same old press conference, lies, excuses, pass the buck, throw somebody under the bus, do a little bit of charm, have a little bégayé there, a little laugh there, a little snide remark on the side. That's it. But I guess Dominicans, that is their prime minister. They fall for it time and again. So, anyway, might have a blessed day. Thanks, bye.
Have a blessed day. It's already 10:46 in the morning. Let's take a phone call. Are you there, caller? Yes.
Not yesterday, I was saying they're going to say these old buildings with poor electrical wiring and Melissa come in the press conference after making mention of people go after Maria and rewire the houses, Matt. But after you rewire, they must get done like approval. Somebody have to come inspect before you get current, Matt.
Mm-hmm.
So you see all the dirty game talking about a little child was affected. My beloved darling, that is foolishness. Foolishness. People understand all your simple, how they say, sympathy seeking freaks. What is happening in Dominica? It's a joke. I see them long time ago and Skerrit. Best I just named Skerrit. He lied. Because Skerrit is lying more than a lie, Lie now, figuring out who lying more. Is it Skerrit or lies? He's just saying anything. Here in the press conference, he says the first government that takes care of the Kalinago people, Matt.
Oh, yes, I heard that.
Matt, where the money Chavez gave to the Kalinago people, I know all your journalists, but Matt, they would tire throw me outside. Maybe they would have assassinated me by now. If I was a journalist, I hitting them fellas with a sledgehammer. And Matt, you see Dominica right now, I hope the person they have in custody don't die in custody if they are the guilty or the innocent, because Matt, that has to be covered up. I have a good sense what is happening in that country. Watch criminals investigate crimes, Matt. Thank you.
Somebody says, Matt, we have accepted a monarchy. I told you a long time ago, he has made himself an emperor. He and his wife control the country and receive a giant share of the state resources per capita. Just think of salaries, benefits, in addition to budget housing costs and salaries of state securities that follow them. And it's just indicated that shady electrical wiring has been going on, which may have caused the fire. That means she already has information on the results of the investigation and has evidence that shows a wiring problem in the city. Well, just heard that, as you heard, I'm sure that somebody has been picked up and been questioned as a possible arsonist there. Was that electrical? Hello, talk to me on the telephone. Are you there? Yes.
Hey, Matt, morning.
Morning, Chief. How are you doing, sir?
Matt, yeah, good. Matt, no, something that just came to mind when I look at the little video with the night jolly. For years, I've been talking about this thing about police and on duty and on the beat. And they always tell you police can't be everywhere, but in my opinion, the police is nowhere. When you watch something like, and I've said that before, the place is left where a person can commit any crime they want to commit. And when I saw that, it just makes me understand where we are, even in a worse situation. Because imagine somebody can plan that and come and just set a fire and make a run on foot. And you have nobody going to intercept them. And I can remember the days when you had police on the beach. Look at your Republic Bank right there.
Mm-hmm.
Just in that vicinity, you would have a police doing on the beach within a bank and businesses area. That's what I grew up in. That's what I grew up seeing. And to me, that fades out under that system, the demonic system that we have. And you hear about policemen getting all kinds of promotion and commissioners are involved in all kinds of crime. People are involved in all kinds of criminal activity. You put them in top positions. So we expect to get results to catch criminals. You have the real criminals in the system, and they're not doing nothing they will do nothing about crime. Criminals will not do anything about crime. And you have them in top positions in the police department. So when you have a police department that sleeps at night, you're not seeing them nowhere. They say they can't be everywhere, but they're not anywhere. A man can run, walk, and create that kind of damage and run about his business without no interception. And he run in the vicinity of a bank area, so you don't have no security that's in there, have nobody to intercept him. Back in the day, I could walk the streets from Bath Road to come to Riverbank and get stopped in the 90s by actually 2 or 3 policemen before I can reach my home on Riverbank. Today, you have people just roaming the streets at night, no security, no police, no nothing. And
you have more police officers, right?
But bro, you have more police officers. But in the era I grew up, it had less crimes. Now we have time we're not seeing police. And they're telling me the police cannot be everywhere. But the police is nowhere. Because a man, you see how a person can, what this person can do. We saw that. And we know for a fact that there are other crimes happening that not even going on record because people not reporting some of them are being reported and the police not even coming. And then another situation where I told you, remember when the thief came at my house?
The guy jumped your porch, right?
Yes, yeah, right. Right there. And calling the cops for at maybe about 3 something in the morning. And the police didn't show up until what time? And when they show up, the kind of vote, that was said to me. So you realizing them guys, they're not doing the work that they're supposed to do. Police is not anywhere. Police not doing police work. I seen police vehicles, I seen what it's doing, but it's not doing police work. And people know that, we understand that, but we're doing nothing about it. This system, the demonic system that we have, we need to change from the top. Because all the policemen that are there in the hierarchy of the police, they're all corrupt. We know that. We know what they're involved in. We heard what they're involved in. But you have the politicians still putting in there for what? So the politician have them there doing the crimes. For instance, what's the Choxy situation? Why would you have a man as Corbett in a position of the leadership of the police department, and he was involved in that Choxy situation? So you're not seeing where we are. So we are the ones that are allowing all that nonsense to happen. And when it happens, now we sit down, we just talking about it, but doing nothing about it. And well, unless we don't face these things head on seriously to make those changes, it's not going to be made, because what is happening there? What's the politician, the police, the drug dealer, the criminals? They are all one. They are all one. You heard Nimcop Cook Blackmore. Maybe it has more, maybe a year ago. Maybe he said that they were going after the drug dealers. Something he said in Parliament. You see anybody going after drug dealers? You can purchase drugs in many areas in Roso as I speak now. Where's the police? My brother, these things are real. It's right in our faces. Now, we're talking about the people, certain people's influence that we don't hear in their voice. Let me there, hearing Gregor Nassif's voice.
Mm-hmm.
Are we giving him the support in the things that he's talking about? We were asking for influential people to talk. My brother, we have serious issues, and we're always looking for one person to go into the battle and stand aside and look. Have a nice day. Bye-bye.
Have a nice day. Have a nice day. Somebody saying, Matt, you don't have more police officers. You have more people in the police force. That's an interested one. You don't have more police officers. You have more people in the police force. Huh? Let's take our final call for the morning and wrap it up. We can take two more calls. Are you there, caller? Yes.
Yes, Matt, good morning.
Morning to you.
Let me tell Mavini Pani police on the beach, I got to police like I knew. And yesterday when you play the press conference, part of the press conference, Matt, I tell you, say, Matt is to fail. And that is it. Thank you.
We'll be back this afternoon to give you an update on Debouche. Here's the Prime Minister making an interesting statement as to the water. And he has videos to show that this place was so clean. The water, the river water next to Debouche was so clean you could actually drink it. On the telephone, hello, we'll have the latest day on Debouche at the 1 o'clock hour, talk on the block. Are you there, caller? Yes?
Not making me laugh. I'm talking about the police academy. But besides that, the point I want to make there is, even when you play in all these press conferences, Luxury saying it's pure marketing, I would not even listen to the thing because you know for a fact that this man has been lying from day one. And I don't even understand why you all go to these things. And even the female caller earlier was saying when you all go to these press conferences, it's about giggling and throwing little jokes here and there, nothing serious. But when you deal with a narcissist is not a person that have a plan, no serious plan for anything, Narcissist is a person who only thinks of themselves. And if you come there and you think you throw something out, whatever you throw out without a plan, just thinking of what you just tell the narcissist just gives you an answer, So you're not gonna have a follow up to come back and say, but you said this at that time, and why didn't that? I don't know about the journalists and these press conference. I don't listen to them. There is no way I can take my ears and listen to a demon that lies at that level and knowing his lies and coming back and rebuttal it and have a conversation about it and know it's not going nowhere. It's just a figment of the person's imagination. You just tell them something and they give you an answer right there on the spot of the moment. Nothing planned, nothing on paper, nothing for futuristic development of the people. It's not about that. And you and the other people as journalists will not even tackle that. The amount of press conferences you go to, look things that were said, look the benchmark for it to be done, look it wasn't done, why wasn't it done, try to get answers. These are kind of answers. I understood you all go there and get giggleish little talk and blah, 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 and that's it. And I don't, if that's where we at, the results we're getting is what we will continue to get. Have a good day.
We're getting ready for the Mother's Day Sunday, right? Happy Mother's Day, everybody. I'm going until 1 o'clock. Mighty Sparrow.
So in the street, some of them drunk in the street, and my mind.
Let's take it from the top, the very top. Let's go.
In this place, certain men should hide their face. The way they treat them are like they street. In this place, certain men should hide their face. The way they treat them are like they street. He played the old lady for donkey years when she dead. They shedding crocodile tears and spending money like hell to buy a casket big in a town hotel. But when their mother was alive, they didn't know she dead. It's like once a project, the money used to spend. They used to carry on, but now that she is gone, and the police is with them all. Well, if you are lucky and still have your mommy, remember what Papa said. Forget them jagabats and all them chasey pen and make sure your mommy okay. So in the street, some of them drunk in the street, and my mama nothing to eat. Buying company, every day they in a street, and they money empty. I know a man one night joined the wife to cause him out, and 2 weeks later he end up in Canada. And she daddy start to moan and shout, I wish the dead could have wake up and bust it down. When his mother was in need, he didn't pay her heed, and she had to eat the bread they never need. It was so unfair, I mean, I post that once a year to pretend you're so sincere. No, you don't need a lot, just give her what you got, whether you're rich or you're poor. Only on a birthday should not be the way, every day should be Mother's Day.
Easy Rock 95.1. More rock, less talk while you work. The latest soft rock, hit after hit. Tune into Easy Rock 95.1, the best mid-morning show in the right here on Q95, the big station.
Time to tip. Orange and lemon lime. First yeah, we left the behind. Refreshing every day, all night. Forget your if no, Chill with flavor.
Distributed by Fine Foods Inc., the biggest distributor for the biggest brands.
Time to chill.
Exciting news from AutoTrade. Incredible savings are here. Take advantage of AutoTrade's Thrifty Thursday promotion. Mark your calendars. On the last Thursday of each month, AutoTrade is offering up to 20% off items throughout the store. Yes, 20% off. But wait, there's more. Keep your eyes peeled for our exclusive Deal of the Day offer, bringing you even bigger discounts on select items. Whether you're looking for car accessories, maintenance essentials, or just browsing for a great deal, we've got you covered. So be sure to swing by AutoTrade every last Thursday. At AutoTrade, it's more than a vehicle, it's a relationship. Terms and conditions apply.
Fresh market. When money comes and your pocket that hurts you. A fresh market. Fresh market. It's a bright day. We are open 7 days a week with the top of the line products. We're out of stock. Supermarket and pharmacy, health and beauty care, fresh produce and meats prepared daily. Hot and cold kitchen, ready to go meals, sandwiches, salads, and desserts at your fingertips. Easy access, located on the bayfront, environment friendly, and our staff are approachable and ready to assist. Have you figured out who we are? You got it. Fresh market. Your one stop. Whenever the touch comes and your pocket that hurts you. Fresh market. Fresh market. Never did a right day. Fresh market.
Turn your bucket together into a bucket list experience. KFC Dominica and Sunrise Airways are sending you and a friend to the Sun Kids Music Festival. Win a trip for two with hotel accommodation, transportation, $1,500 cash, and tickets to the Caribbean Hottest Music Festival. Imagine world-class artists, electrifying live performances, beach vibes, island nightlife, and pure festival energy under the stars in beautiful St. Kitts. Here's how to enter. Purchase the bucket together offer at KFC, write your name and number at the back of your receipt, and drop it in the entry box in store. One unforgettable trip, one epic music festival, and lifetime memories. KFC Dominica. Finger looking good. Terms and conditions apply.
She touched by me, painted on jeans, and all had time, cause she was free. The blink of an eye, I knew her number and her name. Yeah. She said I was the type she wanted to take. Now we're beautiful, now we're sharing the same dream, and her heart is beating one. No I lose my cool when she steps in the room. And I get so excited just from her perfume. Electric eyes that you can't ignore. Passion burns it like never before. I was in search of it, running my game. Yeah. That was the first, it's from my mind. Yeah. I was beautiful, I was sharing, set free. No more beating one. No
Conversation going round. People talking about the girls that come to town. Money lady, pretty as can be. No one knows her name, she just a mystery. I have seen her maybe once or twice. One thing I can say, ooh, she's very nice. She's a lady, but I really want to know. I've got to let my feelings show. She's exciting. She's doing right to me. I've been thinking the way you are, baby. I like the way you talk. Tell you something I really can't hide. Having much listen to me by my side, fresh and lovely. Your dreams come true. I'll give anything to spend the night with you. Good feeling, and I can't stop it, baby. Miss me, lady, take me away. Exciting, she's so exciting to me. She's exciting, so exciting to me. She means so much to me. Do whatever to make her baby. Oh yeah. She's fresh out the summer breeze. She's